Chapter 8, page 242. Reading. A skeptical look. Placebo effect. When someone feels better after using a product or procedure, it is natural to credit whatever was done. However, this is unwise. Most ailments are self-limiting, and even incurable conditions can have sufficient day-to-day variation to enable quack methods to gain large followings. Taking action often produces temporary relief of symptoms, a placebo effect. In addition, many products and services exert physical or psychological effects that users misinterpret as evidence that their problem is being cured. Scientific experimentation is almost always necessary to establish whether health methods are really effective. What is it? The placebo effect is a beneficial response to a substance, device, or procedure that cannot be accounted for on the basis of pharmacologic or other direct physical action. Feeling better when the physician walks into the room is a common example. A placebo may be used to satisfy a patient that something is being done. The term itself is derived from the Latin word placebo, which means I shall please. By lessening anxiety, placebo action may relieve symptoms caused by the body's reaction to tension, psychosomatic symptoms. In certain circumstances, a lactose tablet, sugar pill, may relieve not only anxiety, but also pain, nausea, vomiting, palpitations, shortness of breath, and other symptoms. The patient expects the medication to cause improvement, and sometimes it does. Temporary relief. Many studies suggest that placebos can relieve a broad range of symptoms. In many disorders, 1/3 or more of patients will get relief from a placebo. Temporary relief has been demonstrated, for example, in arthritis, hay fever, headache, cough, high blood pressure, premenstrual tension, peptic ulcer, and even cancer. The psychological aspects of many disorders also work to the healer's advantage. A large percentage of symptoms either have a psychological component or do not arise from organic disease. Hence, treatment offering some lessening of tension can often help. A sympathetic ear or reassurance that no serious disease is involved may prove therapeutic by itself. Confidence in the treatment on the part of the patient and the practitioner makes it more likely that a placebo effect will occur. But the power of suggestion may cause even a non-believer to respond favorably. The only requirement for a placebo effect is the awareness that something has been done. People suffering from chronic symptoms are often depressed, and depression often produces symptoms that the patient attributes to the underlying disease. If the quack's promises make the patient feel hopeful, the depressive symptoms may resolve, leading the patient to conclude, at least temporarily, that the quack's approach has been effective against the disease. Negative effects. Responses to the treatment setting can also be negative, nocebo effects. In one experiment, for example, some subjects who were warned of possible side effects of a drug were given injections of a placebo instead. Many of them reported dizziness, nausea, vomiting, and even depression. A recent review of 109 double-blind drug trials found that the overall incidence of adverse events in healthy volunteers during placebo administration was 19%. Placebo responses, such as feeling less pain or more energy, do not affect the actual course of the disease. Thus, placebo responses can obscure real disease, which can lead to delay in obtaining appropriate diagnosis or treatment. The placebo effect is not limited to drugs, but may also result from procedures. Devices and physical techniques often have a significant psychologic impact. Chiropractors, naturopaths, and various other non-medical practitioners may use heat, light, hydrotherapy, manipulation, massage, and various gadgets. In addition to any physiologic effects, their use can exert a psychologic force that may be reinforced by the relationship between the patient and the practitioner. Of course, devices and procedures used by scientific practitioners can also have placebo effects. Doctors are confronted by many people who complain of tiredness or a variety of vague symptoms that are reactions to nervous tension. Far too often, instead of finding out what is bothering them, doctors tell them to take a tonic, a vitamin, or some other type of placebo. Quacks who rely on the placebo effect pretend that A, they know what they are doing, B, they can tell you what is wrong with you, and C, their treatment is effective for just about everything. Medical doctors who use vitamins as placebos may not be as dangerous, but they encourage people to habitually use products they don't need. Because most people who use placebos do not get relief from them, their use is also a financial ripoff.
End of CD3.